The news from France is bad. Do you know who said that line? The news from France is bad. This is one of the most famous lines ever spoken by the great orator Winston Churchill. And when I was at his museums in London last summer, this is one of the speeches they highlight in the museum, and for good reason. I actually used this line in part of a coaching session with one of you this week. So one of my clients was facing some bad press, some potential bad press, and needed some messaging help to figure out what to do if a reporter called or if someone requested a comment. And they were kind of in the part of the news story, right, that wasn't going to be very good on their brand. So we talked about message points. We created an FAQ, and then we discussed what should be the first thing out of her mouth, right? Well, Winston Churchill was heralded for using those 6 words immediately in a radio broadcast after London had been bombed. And he was being really honest and thoughtful and vulnerable and truthful with his audience by saying to his people, the news from France is bad. And right out of the gate, he just identified what was happening. He came at them without sugarcoating, politicizing, or weaving a web of potential untruths, half-truths, or myths. So when you are ever faced with a difficult media situation, come right at your audience and be truthful, and you will gain credibility. The news from France is bad. The banks have asked us to close. Our company is having a layoff. Our stock prices have gone down. After you state that fact, you will bring the emotions of your skeptical audience down, and they will listen to the next few sentences. And that's where you can begin to anchor additional information that can help reposition your brand and make it better. By the time your audience is finished listening to your short remarks that have been well crafted, you ought to be in a place of trust with your audience, even if it's bad news. They can at least say, you know what, he or she was honest, and I respect the person just for being honest. So that's your M4 today. Come out really honest and open if you're ever in a situation like the one I mentioned at the top of this video. And if you ever have a question around media training or media relations, we've got you. So let's talk, and we'll unpack it in your next session. Have a great day. Bye.